All right.
Take 37.
Is it rolling?
I did this.
Oh. Hi everyone, welcome back. It's winter time and it's cold. And when it gets cold outside, I crave one of my favorite winter comfort foods, and that is Yukgaejang. Yukgaejang is a spicy Korean beef soup. It's a little salty, full of umami flavor, and spicy, and it's delicious. I hope you give this recipe a try because I know it's gonna become one of your favorite winter comfort foods too. Okay, you guys, let's get started. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a little while, you know that I love to make delicious food, but also ones that are very simple to make. And this is one of them. The first process is making the broth as well as cooking the beef. So this is a pound of flank steak. And to that, we're going to add some onions, mushrooms, garlic, and these are scallion bottoms. I'm saving the rest of the scallions because that's going into the soup for the second process. So here it goes. I've got a pot of boiling water and I'm going to put in the meat. We've got some scallions. I say, why waste your scallions, right? The butt is going to just flavor the soup, and these are going to get discarded at the end, so it won't matter. They're mushrooms, and then the onions. I actually left the skin on there because it's going to add a little bit depth of color as well. All right, so that's it. I'm going to put the lid on, let it come to a boil, and then it's going to simmer. Now, I like to let it simmer for hours. Some people do cook it for 1 hour. I find if you cook it longer, you get even more depth of flavor. So I'm probably gonna go 2, maybe even 3 hours. All right, everyone, we're ready for our next step. But real quick, the broth was made yesterday, which was Saturday. It cooked for 3 hours. I actually had an engagement with my girlfriend, so I had Pat finish it for me. So he went ahead and strained the soup, discarded the vegetables, and removed the beef. Now, this morning, I took that and I shredded it. It's now ready to be seasoned. So you know, you can make the soup all in 1 day, or you can make it in 2 days. Make the broth the night before, and then finish it the following day, which is what we're gonna do now. Okay, now it's time to season my shredded beef. It's much easier to shred when it's cooled. So to this, I'm going to add my seasoning. I've got some sesame oil. I have minced garlic and gochugaru, or the Korean chili powder or chili flake. Seems like a lot, but remember, this is a spicy beef soup. And then we've got some salt and black pepper. All right, now we're going to mix this together until it's well blended. Now you might be asking, why do I season the beef before it goes into the soup? Well, we do this because it soaks in all of the flavor of the beef, and also it's what my mom did. So this is her recipe, and it's perfect every time, so I'm not messing with her recipe. All right, it looks like this. So blend it in. All right, and now we're gonna take this along with my other seasonings for the soup and the vegetables over to the pot. All right, it's time to make the soup. Now, take a look at this. This is the broth from yesterday. It looks really nice and rich. Okay, let me raise this temperature up a bit. All right, to the broth, I'm adding my beef that I marinated or seasoned. Let me pour this all in here. We've got our seasoned beef in the broth, okay? I need to let this come to a boil. After it's come to a boil, I'm going to finish seasoning it. Okay, it's boiling really nicely. Let me move the lid out of the way. All right, a few more seasonings go in. This is is called Yukgaejang, or soup soy sauce. It's not as salty. So that's the soy sauce. Here's a little bit of fish sauce. We're also going to add a little bit of sugar to this. All right, now I am gonna taste as I go because it might need a little bit more salt. It might need a little bit more of the fish sauce. I'll have to see. All right, let's take a taste real quick. Oh wow, that's spicy. It's good. Okay, I think it needs a little bit more seasoning. So one of the things I sometimes add or don't add is tashima. It's kind of like beef flavoring powder, so that I'm gonna put in, okay? All right, so for the tashima, which is the beef flavoring, it's powder. You can find them at Asian grocery stores. Korean grocery stores definitely have them. The Yukgaejang, or the soup soy sauce, you can also find in Korean markets as well. You can also probably find them on Amazon because they have everything there. All right, so the soup is perfect. It's savory, very spicy, and it's just perfect to my liking. Now, the spice level you can adjust to your liking. If you don't like it spicy, add a little bit less. And the salt, you know, the flavor, if you want it, make it a little bit less salty, you know, less salt. Start with a little bit and add layers as you go. As far as the vegetables, I'm using scallions. That's all I'm using. I wanted to make this soup that could be easily made with readily available ingredients. All it really needs is the scallions. So this is 3 bunches of scallions that I've cut into finger length sizes, just like that. I think the more scallions, the better. Okay, we're gonna let this cook for a little bit. And then once that's wilted a little, I'm going to add beaten egg to this. It's very bright green right now. It's not quite cooked through. I'm gonna give it maybe 10 minutes. It'll start getting wilted, okay? About 10 minutes. I'm gonna bring this to a boil. All right, it's ready. Well, almost ready. As you can see, the scallion colors have changed a bit and it's a little bit more wilted. Okay, I'm gonna add one more thing to this, but real quickly, I think that soup tastes even more rich the following days. So we are gonna, of course, enjoy the soup today, but tomorrow and the following day, it's gonna taste even better. All right, the final touch to this is beaten egg. This is 2 beaten eggs. Okay, I'm just gonna pour it in and stir it in one direction, like that. All right, and that is done. It smells so good in here. All right, it's done. I'm excited to give this a try. Let me first show you the shredded beef. Look at this. Look how nice, it's nicely shredded like that. You can eat this just with rice. It's a perfect meal, just like that. All right, let me give it a taste. It's so good, so good. Okay, now what my mom used to do is you can put the whole rice in this soup, but for today's purpose, I'm not gonna do that. But let me taste the soup and the meat together. It's so delicious. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, leave comments, and share. And don't forget to subscribe and press that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.